Hey guys, hello. Welcome to this week's episode of Women Wired to Win. We're going to be talking about part 2 today of building your first recruiting funnel. So today, as promised, I am sharing with you the step-by-step of how to build out your first recruiting funnel. I'm going to share with you the platform that I use, and you guys grab your paper, grab your pencil. I'm going to share my screen with you and go ahead and get started. But first, if you don't know who I am, my name is Susan, and I am the host of Women Wired to Win, the podcast for the female entrepreneur. And I love to be able to help you win big in all areas of life and in your business. And so today we're going to be talking about a system and putting an automation in place that can really help you to get in front of more people in a much faster way. And it's also going to help you make more money in less time. So stay tuned, and we're going to get started here in just a second. So we talked last week about creating your first recruiting funnel. And the thing that's so amazing about this is that it really does help you to get yourself in front of more people faster. So that way you are having more conversations with more qualified prospects than you would if you didn't have this recruiting funnel. And as I shared last time or in the last segment, you can either have your recruiting funnel for yourself, or you can also set it up for your team. So, all right. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to use our platform, our email platform server that we have, whether that's, I use something called BombBomb. You could use MailChimp, Constant Contact, Flowdesk. There's Kajabi. There's so many different ones out there. Today, I'm going to share with you the platform that I use. So if it's something that you're interested in, you can certainly check it out. But the first thing we want to do is we want to go and we want to create a contact list in our email platform. And so I'm going to show you how to do this in BombBomb. And so once you sign up for this, I think you can do BombBomb for something like one of their starter packages are like $39 a month or something like that. But you want to have some type of an email blast system. And the thing I love about BombBomb is that you can actually record video right inside the platform and send it out, and you get a greater response using video than anything else, as we know for sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our account, and we want to go where it says lists, which I think I already had clicked on that. So that's why we're in lists right now. So it's not one of our choices because I already went up here. You would see where it says lists, and I'm going to create a new list. So let's just say we're going to call this opportunity funnel. Okay. So I'm going to create lists. I'm going to click on that. We're going to create that list. Okay. And all right. So now that list has been created. So that is step number 1, which is obviously pretty simple. So that's done. So we've created the list. So what's going to happen is, so now the second thing we're going to do is we want to find or record our videos that we're going to be using for this recruiting funnel. So again, as I shared earlier, you can either create one yourself. Now, I would recommend creating your own video once you're more established and you've got some, some wins, or you've created a little bit of credibility with your business. Otherwise, just borrow from, the brilliance of leaders or in your company, or maybe you have a company video that you can use. Okay. Also, you want to be thinking about or finding some other testimonials or additional videos that you might want to add into your recruiting funnel. So I'm going to share with you here a little bit about what mine looks like. So we're going to go over. And well, before we do that, so let's just say that we already created the video. Okay, you've gotten the videos, you've saved them on your computer. We're going to go to the next step is we're going to create the landing page. Okay, this is where we're going to capture our prospects information. And what I do in BombBomb is this becomes an all-in-one. So I'm going to go over here and show you what I mean. So we're going to create a new form. So once we create this new form, it's actually going to be a landing page, and it's also going to be the page that we're going to grab their information, as well as they're going to be able to watch the information. So I'm going to click on where it says new form. Okay, so we're going to name the form. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to give it a title. And I'm just going to say, we're just going to call it opportunity. And we're going to save that. So this is, again, if you're using BombBomb, you're going to go into forms, you're going to just save the title of the new form. And then what we want to do is we want to go up and we want to click over here where it says edit. We're going to edit this form together. We're going to give it a title. For mine, let's just say we're going to call it, I'm just going to give it a name, Discover Bellamy. Okay, so I'm just going to give you an example just to keep it simple. And I'm going to add an image because I think that's just a great way to do, you always want to add something visual. So I'm going to click on add an image. And then I already pre-saved some images in here. You can upload the images if you need to. You just click on add new image. And then you can upload a picture that you've saved from your computer. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to find the picture that I want, and we're going to add that in. I'm going to click choose, and then it automatically puts that picture in there. Now I can keep it that size. I can make it smaller. I can make it bigger. The way that I do that is I just kind of left click on that, and I can change the width of this picture. I usually like to go about 400 in my width of that picture, just because when you open it up in mobile view, it looks good. So you can either save it right there if you want to, but I am actually going to add to my form, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little message in there. So you can type whatever you want in that box. I already have this just again for time's sake. I already have the message I want, but you're just gonna put whatever you wanna say in there. Mine says, thank you for your interest in my opportunity. Please watch the video below and fill out the short form. And then just so you know, we so value and appreciate your opinion, okay? Let me just fix that for this. Okay, we're going to choose an existing video. Just for time's sake, I am going to grab the video share link. So let me grab this and I'm going to copy for email and I'm going to add that right into my form. It's going to plop the video right in there. So there is one video. Now, I also like to put in a second one in my recruiting form because I think that sometimes people want, this might want a couple of different things to look at. So I'm going to go ahead and drop another video in here. So let me grab it. So one of them is a little bit more from the founder, like for example, from my company. It might just be your video. And then maybe you put a second one in there that's a little short one about the culture, the community of your company. So I put my videos in there, what I want to share as part of my funnel or my landing page here. Okay. And then we are going to grab any additional things that we might want to say. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit of more information in here. I'm going to add that right into my form. So for me, it just says, want to learn a little bit more about the marketing plan and how we make money. And then I put a link to the actual marketing plan. And you can just basically get the URL from wherever that's going to be, which is the code to take them to that. And if you highlight the area that you want to add a link to, you're going to highlight that area. And then you're going to click on this little button right here. And it's going to allow you to paste whatever URL you want to put in there. So that way, if they click on that link, it's going to basically be like a hyperlink that's going to take them directly to wherever it is you want them to go. Okay. So and then this says ready to team up and get started for free. Click the link below. And then what I'm going to do is I put the web link to the page that takes them to register with me for my company. So again, you can put whatever the website address is, you can type it in right there. And then I highlight it and I'm going to add the hyperlink by coming up here to the globe. And again, I can put the email or not the email, the URL address in there. And it's going to attach that so that way they can go straight to that website. Okay. So now that we have that there, what we want to do is we want to come down here. We want to make sure that we have just the different spaces and the information that we want to capture from them. So we want to make sure that we have their first name, their last name, their email address, their phone number. But we want to make it a required field. So we're going to click on edit and then we're going to click on this box that says required field and we're going to save it. Definitely want their first name. I like to have the last name as well. We're going to save that. Email address, always required. And I also like to have their phone number because I want to add them into a text blast system as well that I have that's integrated with my email system. Okay. So we want to have all of that information there. And then the other thing I want to know from them is, just a few additional things like what was their age range. So I'm going to add in some, they can tell me their age range. So I'm going to add in another line. See if I have that here. Okay. So I'm going to add age range in there. So that grabs that information for that. And then a couple of other things I want to know is, what would they like more of in their life? So this is another kind of a fun one. This is going to help you understand a little bit more. If you guys have watched any of my personality training, it's going to help you understand the personality style that you're working with. And you can either create them. I already have them created in here. So let's see. What would you like more of in your life right now? Okay, so we're going to add that. And it's going to ask them, do they want more fun and girlfriend time, money and perks, or flexibility? So they'll check that off. And those don't have to be required ones that they have to answer. But if they offer it, I love to have that information. And then you might want to ask them, do they have any more questions? So you might want to add that on here. So we're going to add, do you have any questions that you'd like to ask me? So let's go down here. Do you have any questions? We're going to add that on. And the last question is, where do you see yourself today and getting started? Basically, is the kind of the question that you want to ask them. So we're gonna add that final question at the bottom. Okay. So now our form is created, and we're gonna save our options for now. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we've created the landing page. We've created a capture form in BombBomb. We've gotten the email, the phone number, and even the address if you want to. That's optional. I like to have the email address. You can use this for your entire team, as I shared, if you want to make sure you know who invited them to watch the video, and then you're going to save that form, okay? Now we're going to go to step number 4. We're going to create an auto response email. So we're going to go right back into our platform, and we're going to go up here to where it says emails. We're going to open that up. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create an email, okay? So we're going to click on new email. And we're going to click on Advanced Composer. Okay. Okay. We're going to save it as, you can save it as opportunity. Thank you. And then we're just going to say something in the subject line like, thank you for your interest in our opportunity, whatever you want to say there. Okay. And you could say, in the pre-header, you could even say like, appreciate your feedback. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is let's just add in a fun photo. So you're gonna see here where it says click to add image or video. You might wanna find a cute photo, download it onto your computer. And if it's on your computer, you're gonna click this button here where it says media type. We're gonna click image, and then you're gonna upload. So either from your computer, or we're just gonna choose one that we already have. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna choose one that I already have. I'm going to choose that photo. And then what I'm going to do below here is I'm going to just say whatever it is that I want to say there. So just for time's sake, I'm going to grab one that I've already finished. And we're going to add that in. Okay. So we're going to add a little text in here, whatever you want it to say, whatever you want your message to say. I'm just going to use one that I already have in here. And if you want to add anything else in there, you certainly can do that as well. I'm just going to add a little something extra in here. You also want to make sure that if they are ready to join your team, that you give them a call to action. So you're thanking them for filling out the form, and then you're going to give them a call to action. So mine just says, ready to team up with me and get started and partner with me today. So I'm going to do that. I might add another little photo in there. Okay, so I'm going to add a little link at the bottom where they can join my team, where it takes them to my website. Again, you would just put the website address, wherever you want to send them. And then what you can do is create a hyperlink by just highlighting that URL. So you want to highlight that. And then you want to click on over here where it says add URL. You would just click on that. And then you would just, I already have this preset, but you would just paste that URL code right in here. Okay. So that's going to go in there. And then what you want to do is you want to come over here to options. So we see where it says options here. We want to click on options. And the cool thing about BombBomb is that you can actually have them notify you. So you want to click on this box that says email, be notified when emails open. So when somebody opens up this email, you're going to get an email notifying you that your prospect has opened this email, which means that they have filled out the form as well. Okay. So we're going to save that. Then we're going to go back to our details and we're going to save this email. Okay. So now this email is saved. The other thing we want to do is we want to grab this, see where it says preview link? That wasn't under options. We want to grab that. We're going to copy it because we're going to need this for our next step. Okay. So grab that link, copy it. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go to step number 5. All right. So step number 5, we're going to go back to the form that we created in the beginning, and we're going to set up our auto responses for the survey and the capture page and all those kind of good things. Okay. So we are going to go back to the forms that we created, I should say. And it was called opportunity. Go all the way down to the bottom. Okay. Let's find that here. So, all right, we're going to go to opportunity. We're going to edit it. All right. So what we want to do first is we want to go where it says pick a list. Okay. So we want to go in here and we want to find the list that we created in step number 1. Remember when we created opportunity funnel? We want to click on that and we want to add that to this. So what happens is once they've filled out this form, their name, that email is going to get captured and it's going to get added into a contact list called opportunity funnel. So if at another time I decided I wanted to reach out to that entire group of anybody that's filled out this form, so let's just say they filled out the form, but they didn't join my team and I want to follow up with them. I have an automation in place that I'm going to share with you a whole other day. But for right now, let's just say you wanted to email that list like a couple of weeks from now, or 2 months from now, or 3 months from now. You can create an email, grab that list, and anybody that's filled out this form is going to get funneled into that list. So you can send that email out to that entire list. The other thing we want to do is we want to redirect them. So once they fill out this form, that they're automatically going to get added to the email that we just created. So that email that we just created that said, thank you for watching. Let's go down here and find it. We want to add it in. So we're going to add that. So that way, once they fill out this form, they're going to get an email that's going to get sent to them immediately. Now, the last thing that we want to do is we want to take that. Normally what will happen is once they fill out this form, if they're on their phone or even on their computer, they'll get an auto response. Like it'll auto populate. So it pops up immediately. After they submit this form, it's an automatic pop-up and it makes it look super professional. I like to do something a little bit more than just this. Thank you. We appreciate your submission. I like to take it to the next level, that slight edge. And so what I like to do is I remember we copied that URL from the email that we just created. We're going to pop that in here. We're going to click on this button that says redirect to URL. I put that URL code in there. And now we're going to save all of this. So we're going to save our options once again. Okay. So now everything is ready. Our form is ready. Let me just click save one more time, make sure it's saved. Okay. So now everything is ready. So the cool thing about it is that you can use this code right here. You can use that and create a QR code for it. Maybe you put that QR code on the back of your business card, or maybe you use it on your Facebook group page or the back of a catalog. Maybe you create content and you create an opportunity like post or video that says, hey, if you want more information about what I do, click the link below, which is going to take them to this funnel that we're creating. So what's going to happen is when they open up this link, it's going to take them to the form that we just created. Okay. So they're going to basically watch the video. It's going to play. They're going to watch the video, click play. They can watch the second video. They want a little bit more. We talked about if they want a little bit more from the marketing plan, they can click another link and it can take them to, maybe you have a PDF of the breakdown about how you make money with the business, whatever you want to add there, you can. And then it also asks them if they're ready to team up. Maybe they're just already ready and they don't fill out the form. They're just ready to sign up with you. They can click a link to your page. You don't have to have that on there if you don't want to. Okay, because we did add this into the email as well. I added into both places, so it gives them opportunities multiple times to join my team. But let's just say I am somebody that's come across this and I fill out the form. And I don't know if you guys can see the pop-up page or not, probably not. So let me show you what the pop-up or it opened up in a new page. So let me show you what that looks like. Just a quick second. Let's change the screen share. I want you to see what that pop-up page actually looks like. So let's share our screen again. Share screen. Okay. So this is what's going to look like when they open up from that form, that link that we just created. This is what's going to look like. And again, so they're going to have an opportunity to watch a video or two, whatever you decide there, however many you added there, where they can click on, if you want to send them somewhere else, they can click here for more information. They can also, maybe they want to join your team. This is what I was saying a few minutes ago. Maybe they want to join your team and they can click on right here where you're sending them to your website to team up with you. Or maybe they want to grab some free samples. Maybe you offer free samples. I offer free samples. They can click here, which takes them to another form. I have everything on automation. It takes them to another form where they can fill in their name, their address, and then I can send them some samples. So again, we're going to just say, let's just pretend that we're filling out this form so that way you can actually see me doing it this time. Okay, putting in your information. You want to put in your email and your phone number. Who invited them to watch? Susie Q. Okay, like if you want their age range, what would you like more of in your life right now? Whatever we want to say there. Now, I'm going to have to share my screen again because it's going to be a new pop-up. I don't know if it's going to show up. It should pop up right here. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be the pop-up response that they're going to get. It's auto-populated. So now you've just literally created your very first recruiting funnel. So not only do they get this pop-up on, like if they're on a mobile device, if they're on their computer, this is the auto response pop-up that just says, thank you for taking some of your time to tune in to learn more about this incredible opportunity. This opportunity may or may not be for you, but you might know somebody that will be a great fit for this opportunity, yada, yada. If you'd like more information, maybe you send them to something, like I said, to a Facebook group to get more information that way. And then you also want to give them a call to action. And again, it says ready to team up or get started for whatever, however you guys work that in your company. And then they can click a link. They're going to click that link that you added into your email auto response. And then the cool thing about this is, again, remember now, you also, not only are they going to get this auto response, you've also set it up in that form that they're also going to get an email. So for whatever reason they click out of this auto response, they're still going to get that email that is going to get sent to them as well. Okay. So I love that. And seriously, guys, like, not hard to do if you do it step by step. It is really a simple process. And oh my gosh, I love all things automations. I do love using my BombBomb platform because I can integrate my text blast with it. I can record video right inside the platform. I can capture emails, create landing pages, create funnels, so many different types of funnels, contact lists. I can create campaign automation. So for example, if I wanted to on that form, you can also, let me just see if I can share it with you guys again, maybe. Let me go to my screen share. If you wanted to create an automation inside of like a campaign, meaning like multiple emails, you can set that up as well. And let me see if I can find this screen share. Let's go back to this. Okay, so where it shows, see where it says automatically add the contact to these automations, you can create an automation right up here where it says automations, and you can create a series of a series of emails. So instead of just creating one email like we did, we could create, maybe we create 3 emails and one goes out immediately. And then one goes out like, I don't know, 3 days later, one goes out 7 days later. So you can continue to follow up with those prospects. And so once you create those 3 emails, then you would go into automations and you would literally just add those emails to an automation. So you would create new automation, the button that says new automation. And then all we're going to do is we're going to add the emails that we want to add to it. So we're going to click on add the emails. So we would create the emails first, obviously using the email button. And then we would add the emails. So let's just say we choose, this email, and then we want to add another email, and we choose this one. And then we want to add another email, and we choose, I don't know, I'm just picking 3 guys. Let's just pretend we created them. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go in here and you're going to click where it says change. And you can change it if you want to, or over here where it says edit, you want to click, let's just say we want to wait 1 day. For this one, we want it to go out immediately. So for that one, we don't want to wait. We want to wait 0 days. So we want that to go out immediately. The second one, we want it to go out 3 days later. So we click edit and we wait 3 days. So click 3, save it. And then the next one, we want it to go maybe 3 days after that. So we're going to, we would go in there and we would create that as well. Okay. So we have those now in our automation. And of course you would name it opportunity if we wanted to. I didn't give it a name, but we can name it whatever you want. We're going to name it opportunity. And we're going to save that. Okay. Now we want to manage lists. So where it says start drop down box, manage lists, we want to add the list that we created in step 1. Here we go. So we're going to go down to where we added that list, opportunity funnel. Okay. So we're going to add that, and then we can either add new list contacts to this automation or send current. So add new. Okay. So we're going to add that. And now we actually have a campaign automation set up. We're going to start it, save and start. So that's saved. So now what will happen is, let's just say we didn't want to do an email response from that form, but we actually want to do an automation response. So we're going to go back down to our form. Okay, go find it again. We're going to edit it. And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to put them in an automation. So we're going to take them, see where it says automatically send to contact these emails. We're going to stop that. We want to take them out of that. We want to delete that list because we're going to actually do an automation instead. So we are going to do the one that said opportunity. Click on the automation that says opportunity. And now we want to save this. So we're saving the options. So now when somebody fills out this form, they're going to get the same auto response. So that pop-up's still going to come up, that initial email that we made, because we have it directed to that URL. So that's going to be their initial pop-up. But the actual email sequence is going to get sent to them from that automation. So now they're going to get 3 emails from me following up with them. So the first one's going to be that initial one that we created. And then the next one's going to say something like, hey, just wanted to check in, see how you're doing and see if you have any further questions for me, or maybe you send them a little bit more information about your opportunity. And then that third one would go out, right? So because we know that the fortune is in the follow-up, right? So, but the cool thing is that now you know how to create your first recruiting funnel. Okay. So again, once you get into that BombBomb account, and guys, you can do I believe BombBomb even offers you a free trial for like a week or 2. So you can check it out. And it's a really great way to work smarter, not harder. So I hope that this was super helpful for you guys. If you liked this training, just do me a favor, make sure you hit the like button, and I will see you guys next time. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can certainly send me a direct message, or you can comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time, and have an absolutely amazing day. See you later. Bye. Tonight, my heart is